Polymaths are people who hold real mastery across multiple different fields. People who can design systems like a programmer, solve patterns like a mathematician, and devise strategies like a grandmaster. They sound awesome, right? But actually, there's still a lot of misunderstanding regarding polymaths. Most people hear the word and think of someone scattered, indecisive, or unfocused. Others imagine an impossible genius who knows everything. I believe these things too. So in this video, I'll share the 5 biggest misconceptions I had about polymaths, rethink them, and motivate you to even become a polymath yourself. Misconception 1. I thought polymaths couldn't focus. I used to beat myself up for jumping from one interest to the next. When I would spend months on writing, then coding, then basketball, and back to writing, I would feel like a failure because I couldn't focus. But that's a big misunderstanding. Polymaths do focus, just in cycles. They go deep into one field until curiosity leads them to another. And when they move, they take what they learned with them. That's what Ada Lovelace, the first computer programmer in history, did. She was a mathematician and also a poet. She studied logic through her father's verse and translated the rhythm of language into the rhythm of numbers. Her creativity in one field gave structure to another, and that synthesis became the blueprint for modern computing. That's the real trick. When you master one thing deeply, you start building mental patterns, templates that help you learn the next thing faster. You develop intuition. You start recognizing how learning itself works, and curiosity, when discipline, becomes momentum. That's when you stop being a dabbler and start being a polymath. Misconception 2. I thought specialization was the only path to success. We were probably all asked the same thing growing up. What do you want to be? As if picking one profession, an engineer, doctor, lawyer, and sticking with it all your life is the only possible course of action. Yes, it made sense before because in the industrial era, success meant efficiency. So specialization is necessity. But in today's world driven by complexity, specialization alone isn't enough anymore. The problems shaping our future, like climate change, ethics in AI, sustainability, and even creative innovation, sit between fields. Polymaths thrive there because they bridge the gap specialists can't. Take Steve Jobs. He wasn't the best engineer, but he combined engineering with calligraphy, design, and philosophy. That intersection created Apple's unique language, technology that feels human. When you go deep in one domain and then build range, you start spotting patterns others miss. You're not just consuming knowledge anymore, you're connecting it. Specialists push the frontier of one field. Polymaths combine frontiers to build new worlds. Misconception 3. I thought polymaths were shallow generalists. I used to think that being a polymath meant knowing a little about everything. Reading summaries, watching tutorials, dabbling in random skills. But that's not polymathy. That's scattered learning. Polymaths don't chase trivia. They build transferable mastery. Take Brian May. Most people know him as the guitarist of the rock band Queen, but he's also an astrophysicist. He didn't just live 2 separate lives, he merged them. His work in music sharpened his sense of structure and harmony, which influenced how he approached the mathematics of cosmic dust. And his scientific mindset gave precision to his creativity, making his guitar compositions not just expressive, but architectural. Each field deepens the other. That's what real polymaths do. They extract systems from one field and reuse them in another. When you learn one discipline, you start recognizing these hidden blueprints, patterns that repeat across music, architecture, philosophy, and science. The more you learn, the faster you see the rhyme behind the chaos. It's not about variety. It's about seeing how different crafts share invisible blueprints. It's not about knowing more things, it's about knowing things that echo each other. Polymathy isn't perfection, it's curiosity on repeat. Misconception 4. I thought polymathy was unrealistic today. We live in an attention economy. Constant noise, infinite content, endless comparison. It's easy to assume that going deep in multiple fields is impossible now, but it's actually never been more possible. Tools that once belonged to experts are now everywhere. AI can summarize textbooks, teach coding, or simulate experiments. Courses from the world's best universities, MIT, Stanford, Harvard, are free. Mentorship exists in podcasts, interviews, and digital communities. The challenge isn't access anymore, it's attention. Dr. Mae Jemison, physician, engineer, and astronaut, once said, "The arts and sciences are avatars of human creativity." She didn't choose between them, she used each other to make the other stronger. That's the modern polymathy. Someone who can merge creativity and computation, empathy and logic, storytelling and structure. In this age of distraction, focus itself is a superpower, and polymathy is its evolution. It's not about knowing everything, it's about learning things that connect in this world full of disconnected information. Misconception 5. I thought you needed to be a genius to be a polymath. This might be the biggest myth of all. Polymaths aren't born brilliant, they become brilliantly curious. They're people who stay students for life. They don't assume intelligence is fixed, they treat it like a muscle. Look at Benjamin Banneker, a self-taught mathematician, astronomer, and writer who built America's first striking clock from scratch, using only wooden parts and his understanding of geometry. He wasn't born a prodigy, he learned relentlessly. That's the secret. Polymaths don't wait for genius to strike. They manufacture it through disciplined curiosity, consistent learning, and the willingness to look foolish in new domains. You don't need to be a genius to be a polymath. You just need to stay humble, curious, and dedicated enough to keep learning for a lifetime. Yes, genius is rare, but curiosity sustained is rarer. When I finally let go of those misconceptions, I realized something simple but powerful. Polymathy isn't about being everywhere. It's about being deeply interconnected. It's not the chaos of many paths, it's the architecture that unites them. Polymaths don't compete with specialists, they complete the picture. Specialists bring depth, generalists bring adaptability, and polymaths bring integration. The ability to weave both into something entirely new. They make sense of a world that's moving too fast for single discipline thinking. So if you've ever felt all over the place, maybe you're not lost. Maybe you're just early. Start by mastering one thing, then use it to understand another. Let each layer strengthen the next. Polymathy isn't about doing more. It's about seeing and connecting more. And in our world full of noise, that might just be the rarest skill of all.